Uh, that's a very like since there is also no
Okay,
backup.
बोलेगा
Yeah,
क्या
I think you need
कान का
to
सामने
reset.
चाबल तो इससे कॉल कर
I think you need to reset your Windows by taking backup. Probably.
you setting my Windows but
Okay.
I think you need Ubuntu bro Linux
Okay.
shut up man I don't want Ubuntu
Okay. So let us start YouTube. So YouTube short this I'll do. I mean I'll just give a little bit demo how we can do YouTube. You also try your own. So YouTube folder. So here we'll have the PHP files.
Rather doing YouTube now will mess things up more right
Uh, but how? I think it's connected. There also you'll have form
okay
where you can upload video.
so this is because for the video link now
Yeah. There we will be storing video link or image link. It's just a file actually, video, images. So we have to use the file upload concept. Okay. So this HTML5 shortcut. Okay. So H3. Welcome to YouTube. So what I will do, I'll create separate style sheet. Okay. So I can say styles.css, something like that. So I'll link it here. Link href. Link href equals to styles.css. Rel equals to style sheet. Okay. So here what I'll do mostly this heading and all this color should be red, or I can say whatever class I give say featured text should be color red. Okay. So here I want to give a class called featured text. So it will appear red. Okay. So here we will go localhost slash YouTube slash index.php, but index.php is a default page, so you don't have to type anything. So welcome to YouTube will come. Okay. So below this we'll have video player. So what we will do now, so we will put video, some dummy video link. Okay. So before this we will study the video tag like this, opening tag and closing tag, video tag. So in this video tag, how to write? Okay. So first you have to put video text, then you have to put source tag. Okay. Source tag, then src like this. Okay. So in this source tag you have to put the link of the video that you want to show. Alright. So what we will do, we will search for some video. So we can say short video link YouTube. Okay, so any short video. So I will copy the link of this video, or maybe let me open up this video properly. It will play or not, I'm not sure. Actually, we need to download or do something. Copy video URL.
There are a lot of websites that will help you.
I have a little bit doubt, okay? Because this is inside YouTube. If we had some like video link of something, this will not work. This will not work. It need to be some extension. So let me download this short video. So what I will do, YouTube video downloader. Let me quickly download up this video. Paste the link. So let us download 720 pixels. Okay. Being downloaded. Okay, 3 MB. So this video file I will copy and put it in my VS Code folder. So basically in that directory where I have my project. So in this YouTube folder I'll create another folder called uploads. So here we will also store the videos that we will be uploading from our form. But right now we will manually put a video. Okay. So I'll put a name here for this video. We can say demo.mp4. Okay. So this is the tag, okay, video tag. Then inside this you have source tag. In src we have to put the link of the video. So you have to put the relative URL. Now to put the relative URL, you have to see the source file and destination file. Two things you have to take care. So the source file is the file from which we are trying to link. Okay, and the destination file is our target file. So you can see you have to go inside the folder. So first we'll type the folder name, uploads. Okay, this folder is in the same location, /demo.mp4. You can see it's also suggesting. So this is all we have done. Let us see what we get when we go back to our home page. So you can see the video has appeared, but we cannot play this. You can see only the picture, the first frame has appeared. Alright, so first of all we'll control the size. ठीक है, video का size को control करेंगे. So what we will do, since we won't be using video tag in 2-3 places, so we will just use a video tag like this. Okay, or maybe fine, we will give a class here. We can say main video player, something like this, main video player. Then here will be dot main video player, and then here we will add width. The width of the video should be, or wait a minute, let us not put width. We'll link bootstrap and we will make it column 8 or something. Okay, then it will be appearing on the left side, because width is by default 100%. So if we use column MD8, तो उसका restriction मतलब till 8 columns automatic आ जाएगा. So we will connect bootstrap. So bootstrap 5 CDN. You can also search CDN, or you can go inside. So let us copy this CSS link. We don't need JavaScript part here because we are not adding carousel, drop downs, or all this stuff. So nice. The font is also a little bit better.
Hello, Baraja.
Yes. Yeah.
Instead of Bootstrap, can you show us how to use Sassy or some other framework of CSS, right? You shared once.
No, Sass is, it's a utility tool. Okay. So you have to compile and produce CSS files. So before you can use Sass directly, to compile that once, and then you have to create the CSS file, and then you have to use. So Sass actually allows you a better advantage. It gives you more advantage, like nesting of CSS code. Okay. So example, I'll just give you one short example. I'm not linking Sass because it will just confuse you more. Okay, it's not hard actually, it's not hard, but it's very useful. Okay, I'm giving an example. So you have div tag here. So inside this div tag you have another div tag, or maybe h3 tag, hello world. और इस div में मैंने class दे दिया. Let me comment this one. और h3 में div में हम लोगों ने class दिया something called test-content. Okay, test-content. So here what we'll do, test-content. Then we can say background orange, something like this. So we will see इसके अंदर का जो font है. Okay, इसमें क्या आ रहा है? Feature text ना. So instead of feature text, if I make it h3 color red, then what will happen? Every h3 tag will become red color. We know this. Now if you want to make any h3 tag inside this test content of say what color? Maybe white color. इसको मैं कर देता हूँ red. Okay, or magenta like this. So if I want to make h3 tags, all the h3 tag inside this, so this is called descendant selector by the way. So here we are selecting the descendant of this class. Okay, ये जो हम लोग का class है, इसका अंदर का जितना भी h3 होगा उसका color white होगा, otherwise it will be red color. So you can see its color is still red. Wait 1 minute. Test content class h3 hello world. Okay, I gave background, it's my mistake. So you can see color white हो गया because it is inside test content. Now you can see this is a little bit like more syntax to write. ठीक है? So in SCSS what you can do, you are having to repeat here, right, to create the descendant selector. लेकिन SCSS में SCSS और Sass, ठीक है, उसमें हम लोग ऐसा लिख सकते हैं, ठीक है? Have you seen this syntax? You can write like this. Sass. So in normal CSS you would have to write this kind of two selectors. एक हो गया टेस्ट कंटेंट का स्टाइलिंग के लिए है ना, और एक हो गया टेस्ट कंटेंट के अंदर जो है उसको स्टाइलिंग करने के लिए. बट हियर यू कैन सी दिस, इधर में मैं डायरेक्टली जो प्रॉपर्टी लिखूंगा वो टेस्ट कंटेंट में अप्लाई होगा, और इसके अंदर जो h3 दिया है ये ऑटोमेटिक नेस्ट हो जाएगा. ओके, देन व्हेनेवर वी विल कंपाइल दिस SCSS कोड, रिमेंबर दिस इज नॉट अ वैलिड CSS कोड, दिस इज एन वैलिड SCSS कोड और Sass कोड. So here it allows nesting of tags like this, nesting of selectors. इसके अंदर hello बना सकता हूँ मैं. So this will be compiled. Okay, so it will be like this, test content h3 डॉट हेलो ऐसा, तो ये ऐसा डिसेंडेंट सिलेक्टर जैसा फॉर्म में कंपाइल हो जाएगा, ठीक है. So this kind of like
Okay.
utility tools are there, and also in SCSS you can use variables by using $sign. So you can say
Yes.
my special color. So you have created some variable. So you can store values in variables also, or you have to give colon, sorry, like this. Suppose you stored magenta in this variable. Now wherever you use the variable, it will be replaced with that value. In CSS, it's not possible, right? Like that. So you can create variables. You can utilize the same value in multiple places. So this helps you avoid
Okay.
duplication. So, but just by changing in one place in future, it will be reflected in all other places. So this kind of features are there. There are also for loops. Okay, for loop if conditions are
Yes.
also there in SCSS. So it's like a programmative way that you are using to create CSS. So it's not required now.
How do you apply it in terms of in
Okay, you
Bootstrap? You have
can.
to copy that link and paste it, right?
Okay, here you have to download the SCSS compiler, then you have to run that compiler. You have to put it in auto watch mode. So whenever you any SCSS code change will happen, it will automatically produce the CSS file. Behind the scene, it will keep running in the background. Okay, it's a
Okay.
compiler that will keep running in the background, just like a server which keeps running in the background. Whenever someone sends request, a response is given by the server, like that. So you have to run a command like that, which keeps on running in the background, and then whenever you change your SCSS code, it produces the valid CSS, because browser after all understands only CSS. It does not understand some weird and crazy syntax, but we use them
Yes.
so that we have more of, like you can say, advantage. Then later it's converted
Yes.
down to the native technology, the vanilla
So
form.
here maybe you can save that media tag and all that, right? Add media query, that thing we need to write in CSS for adding this responsive design. We can just use if else
Yes,
statement there.
yes, you can create functions in SCSS. So by creating function, you don't have to duplicate the code. So suppose you have a code for creating a nice design box. For box, we need box shadow, some border radius like that. So
Yes.
many things are required. So you can group
Yes.
these statements into one function, and then you can just call the function. Then all the code will come in that place, like that. So it is all the
Okay.
features of programming that helps you to write CSS.
Okay.
So that's it. So H3 color will be red. The featured text. Let us come back. So it's not required now. Later we will see this in future, after we are done with the main things, because SS is not important. So yeah, so we will use the grid system. Yes, there is no solution for grid system. Okay, yes, there is flexbox, but I'm saying that in SCSS it does not mean that it's easier to create grid system or something like that. So I say bootstrap approach is the easiest. There are also CSS grids. We completely skip the topic. You can check out though.
What did you say? CSS
CSS grids.
grids. Okay.
Yeah, you can note down. So it's like similar to Flexbox, not exactly same, but it's used for this kind of grid systems. So where you have to deal with larger layouts. Video is not taking 100% width; it's crossing the boundary. So let us try to force it by putting width 100%. Whether it works or not, we have to actually do trial and error. So width 100% has worked. Okay. Now we will also give container. I said that YouTube's UI is pretty easy actually. It's quite simple. They have kept class equals to container. So we can use container class so that we get gaps. Okay. So that the width of the entire our app is reduced, and then we have gaps at the edges. Instead of welcome to YouTube, we can say YouTube. Then my3, like this. We can add classes, utility classes. Okay. So here the other video list will come. Okay. Now we have to play this video. We can see only the thumbnail is coming. So what we have to do in this video tag, we have to add one attribute called controls. Do you remember Boolean attribute? So a Boolean attribute is an attribute where just the presence of the attribute will make it work. Okay. You don't have to put some value or something. Just the presence of the attribute. Okay, will make it functional. So as soon as I added this controls attribute, you can add controls equals to true if you like, or controls equals to controls like this. Some people also like to put, but it's not required. So in Boolean attributes, it's just the presence of the attribute is necessary. Example required. Required means the form has to be filled up. Now we can play this.
There are a lot of websites that will help you take a really long web address and shorten
Okay. So these controls are default related to the browser. So if you want to customize this, then you have to use your own JavaScript. So it will be more work. So definitely we are not going to do that. So this is the default feature. It is also, there is also full screen feature. Okay. It's a default web player.
There are a lot of websites.
Okay, by the browser. So the next thing, yeah, this is our video. So here you can put any link. Okay. It can also be an online link, definitely. But we are unable to put the online link of YouTube video because they don't allow actually. They have not given us any online link that we can directly put like an image. Because whatever link you will be copying from YouTube, it will actually be the link of the website, web page. It's actually web page link. So if we open that link, we'll actually find the web page, not a video. In that web page, video is there or another content is there. So you need an actual video link, which you can open in a new tab like this. So you can also open video in new tab. When you open video in new tab, you can see that in some videos the black screen comes. So this is actual video link with some extension. So only those kind of links you can put here in this video tag. Okay, simply put source like this. Put the link here. Very easy. Okay. Now remember, video tag should be closed and source tag should also be closed. Okay, opening and closing source tag. Now other videos will come here, right? So here we will have other videos that will come. So for now, let us also put these dummy links, right? So in place of other videos, yeah. So here we will add div element. So below this we will have the other videos, correct? So here also I am thinking to use this same thing. So I'll create a structure. I will create a div element. You can see how I'm nesting the div elements. So div is the main foundation of layout. We need to learn how to you can nest. So what I'm doing actually, I'm repeating this div. Okay. So this is another div inside which I'm repeating these all divs. So why did I put all of them inside a single larger div? Because if I need to put some padding or margin all together, those things will become possible. Okay. Or if I need to apply some collective style. Now here in this eyelet class, later it will be dynamic. So from PHP we'll be using loops. Okay. So here in video we can say video suggestion or suggested video container. So this kind of meaningful name should be applied so that there is no confusion. So dot suggested video container. So here here also you have to apply grid system. So first let me design for one of them. Why do I have to apply grid system? Because on the right side we have the title of the video, right? So this will be a row again. Inside this row we have class. You can see this row is again inside the suggested video container, right? So there is a lot of nesting here. But the thing is that it's more organized and structured. So column md4 / div. Okay. And below this we'll have the column md8. Any questions then you can ask here. Okay, so it's basic structuring. P tag you can use, or you can use its, yeah, let me just use div tag. Video title XYZ. You can see video title XYZ, but the thumbnail is too small. So let me make it column md5, video title column md7. Still, it's, yes, here we don't need controls, okay. That's why I remove the controls. When I remove controls, user won't be able to play or do anything. Like this, only the thumbnail will come, okay. When you give remove the controls, only the first frame of the video will be visible. That will be 6:6. Okay, what I want to do, I want to reduce the space. So first of all, let me put some border design in suggested video container. So border 1 pixel solid hash triple E, okay, which means very light color. Little bit darker, triple C. Yeah, let us put some padding now. Like this, just a simple design, okay. Video title is too large. I don't know why is it too large, this video title. This should be smaller. Did I zoom too much? Okay, it was 110%. Fine now. Okay, so this thing will repeat. If you want, you can put more design, more decoration. You can put time of the video, 0, 8, 10, like this. Video duration. Okay. So next thing,
There are a lot of websites.
we have to add video title here, right? Down here, video title. So below YouTube you can put HR if you want. Then below this video we'll add video title in H4, H5. You can add your own custom size. How to make it with shorts. This is the video title. Okay. Below this we have video description, p tag. You know, right, how to get dummy text. Simply type lorem. Okay. Simply type lorem and hit enter. Slash div. Okay. Slash p tag. I get p tag so that I get. Let me view word wrap. So simply by typing this lorem, you get the lorem is some dummy text. So it's a commonly accepted dummy text in programming and all other designing sectors. Okay. This we can add JavaScript. Okay, to toggle few description like that. We can add JavaScript. We can toggle hide and show this kind of thing using JavaScript. So anything that's related to user interaction, these are done by JavaScript. User interaction, by that I mean clicking on a button, swiping something. Okay, these all are based on user interaction. So based on user interaction, we perform some this design and output changes. Okay, so this row we can repeat now. This suggested video container, we can repeat this 2-3 times. So if we do 2 times, it looks like that. So definitely we will need some margin bottom. So here let me add in the CSS margin bottom for 15 pixels. Okay, like this. Other videos. Prasan, no questions, right, till here? We pull any questions?
No, bro.
Okay. So now we have to actually work with, yeah, below there you can add comments. Okay, you can add comments. So you can see the YouTube UI
Okay,
is.
once can you show this other videos wala section? The code, matlab, it's coming in a like.
Okay, this one. So basically we are repeating this div class suggested
Okay.
video container. There is a grid system inside. Column 6, column 6.
Okay.
Pretty simple actually. Yeah, you have to imagine in terms of grid system. So first of all, the parent video was in grid system column 8. Then rest of them are column 4, like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Then suggested video container has some basic border design, some padding and some margin bottom. Now the next thing is that we have to yeah, let's go with the comment simple design, right? This basic UI actually does not take time. We can finish it pretty quickly. So it will be in column 8. So here let us create comment section like this. So you can give class if you want comment section, your wish. Comment section like this. Okay, inside this comment section we'll have input type text. Okay, then below a button for comments. Then below this we'll have the list of comments /div. So here we'll have the user icon. Here we'll have icon of the user. Then below this we'll have the comment itself. In comment also I'll add lorem, but it's too long, so I'll shorten it by simply removing some extra text. Let me also nest it down. Let me fix the indentation. So right now no design, like this. A simple input with some comment like this. Okay. So here you have to add some design element. Okay, so this input comment and this button, right? So first of all, in दोनों को मैं I can keep in form tag. So we can add a class comment form. ठीक है? Dot comment form. Okay. So comment form इसके अंदर का हम लोग को input को style करना है. So we'll write like this. The input inside this comment form. We are using descendant selector. I don't want to add class names here because I'm feeling lazy. So like that. So this is how you have to do. So width 100%. Let us try. We could have also used display flex actually. Yeah, let us do display flex. So it is command form, I'll do display flex. Then what will happen? First of all, they will get organized in one line like this. Okay. Then what I will do in command form input. I don't know you remember this or not. Flex. After flex you can add ratio. Okay, ratio. If I give flex 1, it will take the whole space. Do you remember this, people? This flex 1.
Which one?
This one.
No, bro.
Look, this is basically meaning flex grow actually. So if I don't put this, it's like this. But as soon as I add flex 1, it'll expand. Okay, it's only to be put on child element. Only to be put on flex child element, not on the parent. Okay. So it's a flex property. It's a property for the children. So here I can add 1. So when I add 1, it will grow whatever space it has. It will try to take the maximum space. Okay. But if I start adding this flex 1 also on the other child, as you know, this flex item has 2 child, right? Input and button. So if I add on both of them, what will happen? Do you know? Both will take same amount of space. You can see both are taking equal ratio. Okay. If I add 2 here, what will happen?
Okay.
Now it will take double space. Double the space of this one. You can see it's taking 2 times the space. So you have to add the ratio. 2 plus 1 equals to 3. So out of 3 spaces, okay, it's taking 2 spaces and this is taking 1 space. So in terms of ratio you can think. So if I add 3:1, so it means this will take 3 of the parts, it will take 1 part. Okay, you have to add up you have to sum up all the child element flex ratios. So what will happen? This will take 3 parts, this will take 1 part. But what will happen if you don't add on the child? If you don't add on the child, whatever number you put, 1, 2, 3, whatever number, it will expand as much as it can. Okay, like this. Make sure you study the flex property, this one. Just go to this CSS tricks flex box. There you can study everything about flex box. So now we'll use the gap property. In flex box, you can use the gap property. So using this gap property, there will be gap between these items. So you can see the gap has come between items. Because if I were to add margin, then I would have to add margin right here, then here also I have to add margin left, which is very much troublesome. So in Flexbox, when you use the gap property, it adds the gap between the items. So this is how Flexbox can play a very crucial role in layout designing. So now we want to remove any borders. Okay. So in this command input, we will say border none, and only for the border bottom we want to add 1 pixel solid hash 888 or something like that. Only for the border bottom, like this. Okay, and this blue color outline is coming right as soon as I click on this focus. As soon as I focus, so to remove this, you have to say outline none. This is also true for buttons. Whenever we click a button, you can see some outline comes sometimes. So to get rid of this, you have to add outline none. So you can see now there is no outline. Okay, placeholder is required. Okay, now below this we have to design this. So let's put this comment from above. So in this comment section, I'll add some margin only for the top and bottom. So I'll use this syntax. I'll provide 2 values, first value top and bottom, second value left and right is 0. So here we want the user design. First of all, the icons should be on the left side. So this should be a div class row. The icons should be call md 3. Then this div element should be call md 9. 3 plus 9 equals to 12. So this icon will be on the left, this text description will be on the right, like this. But wait a minute, it's taking too much space actually, so we'll make call md 1 and then call md 11. That should be fine. Now in place of icon, we want an user icon, so I'll use font awesome. So we have to link the font awesome. So it's a font awesome CDN. Okay, font awesome CDN. So here let me copy this CDN link. I have downloaded the grepper extension, Chrome grepper extension. With this, it shows the code snippet at the top of the browser. So let us link this font awesome, okay, so that we can add the icon. So what will be the name of the icon? Any guess? for that user icon. What will be the name? FAS FA hyphen,
User.
yeah, user. So you can see the user icon is there now. I think there is user hyphen circle. Let me check. User hyphen circle. I'm not sure. Yeah, user circle is there. So you can see this circle icon is coming. Now, do you remember icons are just like fonts? If you want to change the color, if you want to change the size, you have to use the same properties that you used to change the font color and font size, which means color and that's it. Text font size property. So we can add inline style if you're just working here. Okay, if you're not trying to apply this icon anywhere, you can use inline style also. So color is fine, but I want to change the font size to 20 pixels. I want to make it a bit larger. Okay, almost no effect. Let us try 30. Okay, it's a little bit big now. Nice. So this comment also, I'm not sure actually. In YouTube, let us see. Let us see how it is on YouTube. Let us click any random video. Okay, the description is inside a gray box, and the uploader's name is also here, and 365 comments like this. The comment total count is displayed here. Okay, total number of comments. Then the user icon is on the left, basically the user profile picture. So here we added this icon. In the profile name, the name of the person who added the comment, then the comment itself, then like and dislike button. So description is inside a gray box. So we can say class equals to bg-secondary also you can add, I guess. No, it's more dark actually. We'll say description video-description like this. Okay, dot video description. Background color hash triple C, very light gray, like this. Okay, then padding is required. Padding, whenever you add some background color, always add some padding. Okay, otherwise it does not look good because it touches the borders. Okay, now this comment here, what we have to do in this column 11, this one here, we have to add the username, right? So we can add strong tag. So strong tag will actually make it bold. Okay, you can also use B tag, bold tag, like that also you can use. So strong tag the username, then comment in P tag. Strong tag is actually an inline element. So since this is P tag is a block element, so it should flow down like this. This like and dislike icon I don't know in Facebook. Sorry, I mean Font Awesome. So let us leave it for now. So here also we want to show the total number of comment counts. So what will say P. So 5 comments. Okay, like this. Quite easy, right? The UI is not hard, but you can see already how powerful it can be. Using Bootstrap, you can create layouts like this, right? So this comment part we can copy one more. Let's just copy one more for now. This all should be coming from database. It should be dynamic. It should never be static. Okay. So this replies is there, which is more on.
One more question, brother.
Yes.
Is there any bookmarks feature there? Like for example, I got one of my friends shared me a comment from a page. Maybe you shared me a comment, and whenever over WhatsApp, and I clicked on the comment,
yeah,
and it would redirect me to usually the page, right? The video page.
Yes.
But then how about like it redirects them up to that page as well, and in the exact comment section on top of that comment, like it's in some bottom.
Exactly. Yes, you have to learn the fragment. Okay, the fragment. So basically what you can do, I'm showing you, just 1 minute. In URL we studied different sections, if you remember, right? We studied different sections. Okay, so basically you know that there is the path of the, this first domain, okay, protocol domain, then path, then you have query string. after query string, you have something called fragments. After the hash symbol, there is a hash pound symbol. If you check, so there is a hash
Yes, yes.
symbol. So yes, so that determines which part
Right.
of the page it should take. This determines the part of the page, not page. Okay, the previous parts
Okay.
determine the page or some values, but this part after the hash symbol, it determines the fragment. So which fragment of a page you want to move the scroll bar automatically. Okay, and that is to
Okay.
match with some ID. So you can give any ID to an element. So I'll just show you. 1 minute. So you're just let me add a fuse. Slash. Okay, the nesting was not proper. Okay, I did not close properly. Okay, 5K views. So yeah. So suppose we have to scroll to this comment. Then what we have to do? We have to add some ID to this element. So whichever element you want to scroll, I can say my special comment. You can give any name. There can be hyphen. Okay, hyphen is supported, but other special symbols like equal sign, plus sign, don't put all this. Example, in URL also hyphens are supported. So let's say my special comment without hyphens. So this is a fragment. Okay, so this can act as a fragment. So we have to add an ID. So whichever element you want to move, okay, you have to add an ID. As you know, to go to this element, we have to scroll. We have to scroll a little bit. So now we added some ID. So what we will do now, as you can see, whenever I reload this page, it will normally put me on the top, okay, or whichever page I previously scrolled, it will stay there. But when I reload, you can see it does not take me any particular page or segment. So now I can add fragments. So if it is after query string, whatever it is, after hash symbol, the fragment will come. So suppose I don't have query string, so we have the hash symbol here. So hash symbol, then the name of this fragment, my special comment, right? Simply put my special comment, okay, after the hash symbol. Now when I click this, it immediately moves me there, right? I just, okay, wait, this should not be there, okay, this slash should not be there, very important. You can see it automatically moved me there. But this, whenever you're sharing the URL, this slash symbol should not be there, otherwise it will mean some other page. Like, try to avoid this if possible. But this is the fragment part, okay. After hash you can put any ID.
Which slash?
I mean there was a slash before, right? Yeah, it's taking, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's taking. Sometimes it does not work, but don't put this slash, then it will always work. You can see it's auto scrolling to that page.
Although, does it have to be like?
Yes,
Okay.
simply it should be the ID, then automatically it will scroll to that part. It will take you to that part wherever
Okay.
the ID is matching. Very easy. When sharing URLs, the fragment needs to be there. Okay. So Prashant, this thing, did you get this URL fragments? Is Prashant are able to understand?
One more question.
Yeah.
Like, does this have to be a PHP file, or does it works in HTML as well?
It works in HTML also. It's not dependent on this. It's a front end thing actually. It's not dependent
Actually,
on. Yeah. This is handled by the browser, so it's not dependent on PHP file or
I
something.
even showing once. Actually, I yeah. Can you see the? I added a login here, like for example, yeah, here this section.
ID login. Is it unique or not? Is there any ID with
I
login?
think so. I don't use much of ID anywhere.
Okay. Okay.
I just use classes mostly.
Yeah.
Very rarely I use ID.
Exactly. So it should work.
So
Yeah.
here I added this.
Hash login. Yes. Try once.
So when I enter it, It goes anywhere. Actually.
Can you open on Chrome? Actually, it depends on browser to browser
It should
according
come
to
over
me.
here in this page.
Yeah. If you have Chrome, then can you
Okay.
try once?
I don't have Chrome. So.
Okay. Because in some of the browsers it may not be handled, because this
Okay.
work is
Actually, I don't
actually,
have Chrome here.
yeah, this work is actually done by the browser. So if that thing is not there, you have to add custom JavaScript. Okay,
Okay.
you have to add custom JavaScript. Then you have to scroll to that ID. Okay, you have to find the
Okay.
dimension. So you have to find the you can find the scroll
Can you tell
position.
me the what what we can call it?
What it is called?
What is it called though? In terms of if I
There is no specific name that I know actually. So even when you search on Stack Overflow, like how to scroll to a section of a page,
okay
like that. So there's the solutions. There is
okay
no standard term I have
okay
heard, yeah, till now. Yeah.
okay
So this will be the YouTube layout. So this comment also you can a little bit design. So what you can say. So we can add a standard button design. So we can say background color red for all the buttons. Background red. Background class will also work. I mean background property. It's a general property. Shorten property. Color white. Okay. Then border none. Border radius. 5 pixel. Padding. Left and right. I mean top and bottom 5 pixel. Left and right 10 pixels. Because it needs to be a little bit wider button. Like this. So border radius is not working. I don't know why. Border radius should be 10 pixels. Yeah, border radius is not working for some reason. Button. I think the bootstrap overlap. Yeah, bootstrap might have done this. We might need to add important. Yeah, as soon as I added important, you can see. So there were actually clashes between two styles. Somewhere Bootstrap was also adding some style of border radius 0 or something. And we were also adding same in this. Okay. So whenever I edit this important, okay, so there are no more, you can say, confusions. Okay, in CSS. So you can add some basic hover, background color. Look, the benefit of using this separate CSS file is that you have the advantage of all these VS Code color pickers and all, okay? But if you add this same style sheet, style tag in this PHP code, it will not support. Okay? Let us make it more lighter. Like this. Okay. So I think that's it for today's class. Tomorrow we can continue on this. We'll make it dynamic. We'll upload the videos. Then these comments and all, we have to create tables. Okay. So we have to create one YouTube database. Yeah. And on our device, the file upload of PHP. This move uploaded file and all $_ files. Okay. Which has 5 properties: file name, temp name, like that. Okay. Size, MIME type.
okay
Yeah. So yeah.
in file type in something was there right in
Yeah.
some type
Yeah, file type itself. Then you have size of the file. Then is there any error or not? There is error. So there were 5 basic properties in that associative array $_ files, using which we can perform some basic validation, those stuff when we upload files. So we have to create one form where we can upload the videos. Okay. Then just like this YouTube, we have to give a search bar at the top, like this. So just there is YouTube logo. Then input type equals to text, like this. A search bar is required. Placeholder equals to search. Search videos. Right. So let's add class form control. We can also add our own style, because class form control, it looks a little bit, yeah, it's like this. So here whatever video you'll type and then search, click the search button. So of course you have to improve the layout. So then we have to use the like operator. So using the like operator, we have to search the video titles. Okay, so all those videos, okay, that matches the search keyword, then we have to load like that. Okay, so we have to put all of them in one line. To do this, simply what you have to do, display flex. So you can say header plus equals to header, like this you can give basic, or also you can use HTML5 tag, header tag. Okay, header tag, when you use header tag, what will be the benefit? Without using class name, you can directly type header. So while styling, it's more easier, correct? So instead of giving div plus header, you can also say header, but it's the same thing as div element, just it's like giving some names to div element, like you have now names. This is what was introduced in HTML5, like you have meaningful names. Instead of just writing div everywhere, like article, section, footer, header, so this kind of names are given. So as soon as you do display flex, all of them will flow in one line, like this. This search is coming like this because align items is stretched by default. So you can say align items center. Then it will not stretch. So it will be like this. You want the gap between items, simply add this gap property, 15 pixels, then it will add the gap between each of these items. Okay, there is a gap between each item, like this. Okay. So yeah, I like that YouTube has kept the design pretty simple, but yeah, it's very nice. Like
For
simplistic
me,
view.
your voice is breaking though.
Okay, okay. Actually, the class is also done. If there is any question, you can ask. Prashant, is Prashant there or not? Okay.
Maybe he went out, or I don't know.
Okay,
He,
maybe.
I don't know.
But
He went out, then he might have recorded.
yeah, correct. Actually, I'll also make this video available. I also have recorded this. I think it will be helpful.
Sure,
Yeah.
thank you, man. I'll